computer scientists don't understand how machine learning agents work. Like this whole giant discussion. Sorry, Schmeebel, thank you so much for the 17 months. Welcome back to the lounge. Now back to my rant. This whole discussion on bridge winners about like Edgar and how like there needs to be more transparency. Like there's a huge problem inherent in this idea, which is that like, I mean, whether or not they've publicly admitted it, it's just impossible for anyone to know what a machine learning program does.
Right.
Like, you can't share and be like, these are the reasons why it does the things it does. There's no human relatable explanation for the way that
Right.
machine learning agents do things. As a programmer, I
Yeah.
understand.
Even to their own developers, they're a black
Right,
box.
right, right, right. It is just a black box. And so for people who are like constantly asking Franco and the Edgar Association and all like the ACBL and all of these other people to be like, well, we need an explanation of this. That's a very human desire, but that's not something you can get from these computer programs. All you can get is numbers. And so Franco's job or the developer's job is to ensure that like they train on proper data, that their results present, you know, effectively a superhuman assessment ability. Therefore, on a whole, it's going to be much better than a human in determining guilt or innocence or whatever its task is. And so that's what you can present as a developer, but you have to do the machine learning like design in an ethical way. And that's something that I think gets lost among all of these newer like what's it called? What's that phrase that is now used for these like script kiddies? That's the one.
I've never heard that one before.
Yeah, it's like a programming thing where just like a bunch of these like high school students who have no concept of computer science or
Oh,
machine learning.
sorry. I thought you said kitties like cats, like kiddies.
Oh
Yes,
yeah,
yes,
yeah,
yes, yes.
kiddies. Um, so all these script kiddies who have no real concept of like the ethics behind the stuff and just learn how to write programs, they don't do so in the highly ethical way that I personally was taught both as an undergrad and a grad student about how to approach computer science problems and like learn how important it is to have high standards for your own ethical considerations, try and remove bias from the system, all of these things that just get lost if you're trying to teach yourself just the tools to do the thing. But anyway, I've rambled. We're into the next round.
Yeah,
Italy against China.
that's even a close match.
Yeah, I know. So this is U21 once again. I'll try and give an update because this is, of course, a knockout day. Every day is a knockout day from here on out. But I'll try and pay attention to the juniors, the U26, and see how those matches are going as we progress. A diamond, a spade, two diamonds, two no, three spades, four spades. Oh yeah, I read Muppet's message, the Nuke AI, the French bridge thing where they organized this competition. I reached out to them and asked them for publications on their work. I asked them because I was in grad school at the time that this was taking place, and I was curious. I wanted to see like what they had done because I was reading a lot of machine learning papers. They never responded. They never gave me anything. I don't think they've published anything. There were no findings that they reported on. They effectively just hosted this event and then disappeared. No one's heard from them since. This was a good auction. Oh no. What have we done? Should we go back to watch the alt? A diamond, a spade, two diamonds, two no, three spades, four spades. Yeah, it does look like a good auction.
Yeah, so Chino was alerted, but it looks like it was just natural. I have a Chino rebid partner kind of Chino Trump.
Yeah, yeah. Schmeebel says prefer two spades to two diamonds. I think that's fine. I think two spades is
Oh,
fine
sorry,
in
what's
post
open to
hand.
bidding? Yeah.
But
Um, yeah, I think I prefer two diamonds, even though the suit is not great because On a hand like this, I'm more interested in spades if partner can ask me about three spades than by showing them directly.
Yep.
I don't want
I
partner to know about the six diamond.
right.
You
Yep,
know,
for sure.
but I don't need two spades. I think I would just take the other course.
Draghi and Lombardi sound familiar. Have I casted them before? I don't think so. I don't know who
So
any of these people
I
are.
think we might have seen Draghi. There was a different Lombardi who was South American, Colombia possibly, Argentina, who passed away. I don't know that we've seen this Lombardi, but I'll take a look.
Hmm. Lombardi is a top Argentinian. Well, he's playing for
No, he
Italy.
he was a top Argentinian. He passed away, and he really did pass away.
Oh. Okay. Gotcha. Chat, get your obituaries right before we start spreading fake news. One imp to
I
Italy,
think he
four
died.
spades making.
Maybe I'm wrong. I thought he died. Yeah, maybe not. Maybe he's still alive.
You played with him a bit on OK Bridge. Wow, that's a big throwback. The old days.
Um, Now, there's an event that's now called the Pablo Lombardi Transnational Team, so I'm guessing that's a memorial.
Uh, this isn't U21, it's U26. Oh, you're so right. Nice title, by the way. Thanks, VuGraph operator.
So this is uh, Luca Draghi and Matteo Lombardi
Hmm.
playing against for China Li and Wang.
Yeah, diamond, a spade, and no trump here for West. You just don't want to rebid two clubs with only 8 cards in those suits. Precision,
Yeah,
you
so
would
East
have
West
to.
are, yeah, East West are actually 2/1 pair. As I believe most of the Chinese are taking a quick look at their system summaries.
Oh, gotcha. I know that precision, it tends to be a popular system in China or the Asian
Yeah,
countries.
yeah, I mean just partly for historic reasons since it was invented there. And the Italians are also 2/1. They're playing a two diamond opening to show each 19 balance, but otherwise um, down the middle 2/1 methods, at least at a quick glance.
So, West has showed the heart suit, and I presume denied spades. Like, if West was 3-4-4-2, it sounds as if West was supposed to bid two spades in East West agreements. Otherwise, East just
Um,
rejected finding a spade fit.
yeah, that makes sense. I mean, my preference is, you know, deepest first, which is always hearts, obviously. Even then, though, you could bid two hearts just to show that you got four hearts. East bids two no, even with five spades because they're in a game force, and that lets you reserve the two spade bid for a more pure hand, the six spade even. West can always bid three spades over two no trump to show everything.
Right? Yeah. Yeah, you would have to kind of give up the trade off of, I mean, maybe. I'm not really sure what the trade off would be. I guess the trade off could be that West could bid um, three spades if they felt like a 4-3 was appropriate for some reason. And otherwise, they would conceal it. All right,
Sorry,
West
I'm
does
not
pattern
following you.
out.
Yeah, I didn't totally understand what you just said.
Well, so like if West is required to bid three spades with three, then that's different from um, two no trump effectively denying a 5-card spade suit, and then West would be able to suggest a 4-3 spade fit by bidding three spades. if their hand was
Oh,
suitable.
I suppose that's true, but if he doesn't have four spades, then he had well no, East yeah, I mean East always has five spades. They're basically right because why is he going through two diamonds at all?
Well, two diamonds is an artificial game force.
Right, but we can also force the game just by bidding three no trump if we're not interested in investigation. When we responded spades, we can't be 4-4 in the majors, and we've rejected hearts, so we don't have four hearts. So what's our spade length when we're going through two diamonds and not just bidding three no trump and don't have support for openers minor? I don't think that hand exists.
Well, if you have extras, Ace could have a quantitative invite.
Yeah, then it goes 2-0 something 4-0, fine. But I think we're always content to hear partner bid three spades, and we just do whatever we do with that information.
Hmm.
I mean, the knowledge of the singleton and the fourth suit could be useful too. That's you know, another thing the partner gets to show.
Yeah, it could be.
I guess he doesn't have to have a singleton there. But
I
anyway,
was I was going to say the seven of diamonds is a strange play, but then I thought about it and realized that it's kind of not. It just it never costs. Um, but anyway, declare sticks in the 10. It would be a little bit of a weird junior play to not preserve the seven of diamonds.
yeah, I don't think we've seen a single beer scored at this tournament yet.
I know. It's quite disappointing. Okay. North does overtake, but now a spade's going to come through. And that's going to be 3 no trump going down one. I guess it doesn't matter, does it?
What doesn't
3 no
matter, sorry?
trump doubled making. Oh boy. Well,
Wow. Well,
that's a result. South asked for a spade lead in the other table. They got one. Why did North not lead the 9 of spades? Anyway, spade lead, club switch, and declare. Oh, declare didn't guess the diamonds.
yeah, so he just at the end had no tricks at all left. Oh wait, how did this make? Oh God.
Wow. Yeah, there's just nothing the defense could do. They couldn't get out of their own way.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean that's he played about Clara.
All right, well, here's the 9 of spades switch. I mean, Declare knows he's down if he ducks this, but it doesn't sound as if North has the spade ace. So this will just be down one or down two. I keep checking my phone to see if my food has showed up. I forget how long ago I ordered, but it's just credit card applications in my spam email folder. No, they say 20 minutes. Yeah, there's the 9 of spades to the king. South is just going to happily cash out here. South is just going to happily cash out.
You would think.
Just be very, very happy. Maybe South forgot about the first 4 tricks and thinks that they only have 4 winners, these 3 spades and the diamond ace. All right, there it is. Jack of spades, ace of diamonds, queen of spades. Down 2. So 2 boards in. And with this result, China losing a big chunk of imps, this match is going to be close to tied. 14 imps to Italy. They're up by 1. So who won the head-to-head matchup? Do we need to look at this to see about tiebreakers? We'll check it if that becomes relevant.
And don't forget, I thought that I had heard that was the tiebreaker. It doesn't mean that it really is.
Yeah. All right, pass by North. Pass by East. Classic junior 2 spade bid by South in third seat.
East might open. We've seen some pairs that seem to be playing in all 11 style.
Yeah, we have seen that. Still classic 2 spade preempt by South after 1 diamond opener.
Yeah, I think I like one more than 2 just because it's a level lower.
Oh, East opens a club. Eric, thank you for the circular reading of the conditions of contest. A club, no transfers over a club. A club hard, a no trump, 3 no. South is on lead. Definitely going to get a spade on the table. The higher ranked team at the end of the qualification will be the winner. I see.
Wow.
Interesting. Which spade? Definitely the 10. We're hoping that partner has 3 spades, right? That's got to be our best chance to beat this contract. Because if partner just has 2 spades, then I mean, for one thing, even if we get lucky and partner has like queen doubleton, declare has king jack third, it could just go spade to the queen ducked. So if partner has 3 spades, we want to make sure that we pick off, say, a jack third of spades and dummy if partner has queen third. So definitely the 10, not like a low spade is kind of some attitude lead.
Yeah, I guess the only layout where the 10 works out badly is when partner has king queen doubleton and someone has jack doubleton. Now the 8 is a stopper.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah, I think our big chance to beat this hand is just partner has king third or queen third of spades, and if that's the case, the 10's the best way to get those going.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. So I mean, kind of an interesting problem for South. Declare doesn't put up the spade queen on this trick. Which I think is a bit of a mistake, but it's not a huge mistake. It just gives away to South that this is the lie of the suit. You could... so South knows if they don't take the ace of spades, they're never getting it. But it might put a little bit of fear in Declare. Like, if you win the ace of spades and you continue or you switch, Declare is going to know that the spades are 5-2 and they're cut off. So if you duck this trick, Declare is going to have to be at least a little bit worried that there's still communication in the spade suit. I don't know if that matters on a hand like this. It kind of seems a little bit more practical that maybe South should just go ace and a spade and hope that Declare takes all of the finesses the wrong way.
Yeah, I think I like that plan. We don't care if declare knows partners out of spades. Like that, probably good for us since we're out of high cards everywhere else.
Yeah. Obviously, though, I mean, dummy turns up with a 17 count opposite an opening bid. You don't really
Right.
expect to have good chances to beat this regardless.
Yeah, especially that particular dummy.
All right, spade to the ace. All right, spade return. South does their best to give a neutral signal, the 7. Heart to the jack and king. A spade attacks the communication, says Shift. Yeah. Oh, North read into the 7 of spades as asking for the middle suit diamonds. So now Declare just has the rest. Hearts were splitting anyway, so. 430. So putting up the spade queen, Declare might have made an over trick if South had ducked with the hearts splitting. All right, 3-0 down 1 in the other room. North south.
Little little aggressive with 23 highs.
Yeah. Okay, is East going to open this hand? Like, to me, this feels like a much better hand than the previous one, the 4 triple 311 count with a bunch of scattered honors. This time we have ace king king. We have an excellent 5 card suit, which in fact is going to be the suit that we open. So I think a bit of a misevaluation by East, that if the previous hand was an opening bid, so is this one. 2 diamonds, weak with both majors, or is this multi and West is showing spades? Do I have to ask?
You don't have to ask. It is weak with both majors.
Okay. Excellent. 2 diamonds,
And
pass,
again,
pass. Interesting. So it would have been that for East as well. I wonder what the implications are. For the pass of 2 diamonds. Like, is this just supposed to be a 2 diamond preempt that East has?
I mean, obviously he has diamonds. I think he must know that West is virtually certain to be 4-4.
North just floated this? Is that the
Why
bid?
not? I mean, the alternative is to bid some number of no trump, and I don't know. We have a couple of trump tricks. We know the opponents have a misfit because he surely could have opened 1 or 3 diamonds.
Yeah, but we have stoppers and things. I mean, the Jack 9 fourth of spades is a stopper. King Queen of Hearts is a stopper.
South is a passed hand, though. We have no game.
That's
It's only
true.
2 diamonds.
Yeah, South is a past hand.
You know,
Oh my
it's
god.
only
Well,
two. It's only 2 diamonds, so if they make it, it's just not that big a deal.
yeah. Wow, that's kind of gross then. Yeah, what do you do with the North
Yeah,
hand? Huh.
I like doing exactly what he did.
What is East thinking about? Is East thinking about running? Oh, That could get
Redouble.
spicy. Redouble.
Well, if he runs, that's the only possible run, right?
Yeah. On the auction, is this making? Was this ever making? Yeah, it is a good point that because East was a passed hand and first seat favorable, West probably would run if they. Well, no. West doesn't know that North is going to leave the double in. Yeah, I don't.
Right.
I don't think West is going to run even with a diamond void. Huh.
Well, it depends on his hand, right? I think West probably should be running if he actually just has a 5-5 hand because he knows that East has played him for not a 5-5 hand. So, like, 5-5-0-3 should probably run because our partner is passed opposite our normal hands, but our hand is abnormal in this position.
Right. Okay. Trump opening lead. So Declare does get to win the ace.
I think cash 3 rounds of spades, pitching a heart, and I don't know, exit a heart, exit a club.
Interesting. Should we be leading the jacket? That's irrelevant. Declare knows where all the diamonds are. You pass 2 diamonds doubled. Don't get so fancy.
I mean, he's going to make this fairly easily, right?
Is he?
I mean, he can play 4 rounds of spades roughing now that South is out of diamonds, and that combined with I guess is that like maybe that's not quite enough because that's seven easy tricks.
Yeah, so 3 rounds of spades pitching a heart seems somewhat natural.
Exit a club. They can't lead 2 rounds of trumps. Oh, I guess we can't rough a club.
I mean, if they lead trumps, you'll make it. Okay, Declare does rough a spade. No, Declare pitches a heart. That's sure, fine. Like, if they lead trumps, Declare can just score all 4 trumps at this point.
Right.
Okay, 2 rounds of clubs. Now what?
It's open. Yeah, like if North leads a heart, we just rough low, rough a club middle, and if North overups, we're certainly going to take 3 more trump tricks from that point.
Yeah, this is
we just rough another club. Yeah, it's just making.
Schmabel says the Queen of Diamonds might look like suit preference for spades. I don't think we want to be that deep on this one. Like, we would just make our normal honor opening lead to let partner know what's going on, right? Because partner's going to get in a couple times on defense. We want them to be aware of what our trump holding is.
Yeah, I think opening leads that are not either getting roughed or telling partner what our rough is or not suit preference.
Yeah. All right. Declare has made 2 diamonds doubled. Plus 180. Win 2. China's back on top by 1. It looks like they did put the correct matchup on VuGraph, even though they labeled it incorrectly, but we can forgive them.
They've labeled it incorrectly.
They say it's U21. This is U26.
Ah, don't think I realized that.
It's okay. Chat pointed it out. Well, the France-USA match, USA has picked up 1. USA 2, that is. So they're back by 18. Israel has earned 13 imps on this set, so USA 1 has fallen further behind. And Sweden is rallying against Poland. They're back by 21. Oh, good. Now South opens 2 diamonds. 4-4 in the majors. So pass by south and no trump by west, 15 count. Transfer to hearts, 2 hearts. 3 no. All pass.
These might be 3 clubs, yeah.
Eric, you have 2 ways to open the south hand systemically. I I was going to say that you might be doing it wrong, but I think I'm now on the opposite team. I think you're doing everything right. If you if you're catering to opening as many less than 10 high card point hands as possible, this is very exciting. I'm here for it. That's why we're watching juniors this week. Oh, East showed their side club suit.
Yeah, I was saying that I thought East might bid 3 clubs rather than 3 no trump. Yeah, like, we know what partner's hand is. Maybe 5 clubs is better if they have weakness in one of our doubletons. I mean, I really would rather have a singleton for that action than 2-side doubletons, so maybe it's bad for that reason.
Yeah,
I think, like, 10 third, ace king fifth, stiff, king 10 9 fourth, I would definitely bid 3 clubs.
It makes sense. I mean, the thing going against it is, of course, the fact that you only have 10 high card points. So,
right,
like, even if you hit a big club fit and partner has like a good fitting hand, you might only have 10 tricks in that contract. I think there's some likelihood that a 5-2 heart fit could be the best spot on the east west on this east hand opposite the strong no trump, but that's going to be hard to convince partner that that's what you're after. But that would be a reason to go through 3 clubs.
Yeah, but I think actually, like, partner's going to know why we're not just giving him the binary choice of game between 3 no and 4 major, so he may figure it out. I don't know, I always used to just bid 3 no trump also, and more recently I've been convinced by good players, both watching and talking to, that it's right to bid the side suit and, avoid the bad 3 no trump, so.
Gotcha. Diamond opening lead against 3 now. The other table made it. There appeared to be 2 diamonds, 3 clubs, and 3 hearts to take. Okay.
Is it possible there was like a queen of clubs lead and now there were 4 clubs to take?
Yeah, interesting question. The other table led the 5 of spades. Oh. Man, Declare took a really weird line of play at the other table, but they didn't get punished for it. I'm so upset. Oh, Declare's line at the other table hurts so much. They just like stranded all of their heart winners in the dummy, but it was fine. Clubs split.
Take a look at this here. So all right, so the early play was favorable, with Declare now having 2 spade tricks set up instead of the 0 he had previously.
Yeah. Well, I do believe that Declare is going to make this one. That was an awful lot of club tricks that got taken.
And the line of play wasn't great, but of course, once he was gifted the spades, it mattered a lot less.
Yeah. That is true. There's trick 7 for Declare. The 9 of clubs is going to be trick 8, and the king of diamonds is trick 9. 3 no trump making 3 for another push. China remains on top by 1. We're playing through to board 28 in the segment.
All right, so the defense has a claim now, which possibly is exactly what they're doing.
There we go. Push board. So, man, after that board 16 fiasco, it's been a relatively tame set between these two teams. All right. 2 diamonds. Here we go again, right? West is 4-4 in the majors. I mean, now we'll see. The previous time when there was a 2 diamond opener, East had Ace King 10 fifth. This time East has Jack 10 fifth. So is East going to pass 2 diamonds once again? I mean, this would... Wait, why did West not open?
I was saying this earlier. Their requirements, vulnerable, are actually fairly classic. It's on the card.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, vulnerable promises 5/5, no exceptions.
Gotcha. I really wanted to see the same auction happen twice. So, like, the previous time they got doubled in 2 diamonds and made it. This time they were going to get doubled in 2 diamonds and get massacred. That would have made me so happy, but it didn't happen. North opens a diamond on the 10 count. I like it. 2 clubs by South, so I guess they have some sort of artificial relay for their game forces. So let's sit back and watch to see where they end up. Where are they going to end up? So North is going to relay to show probably this shape. And South is going to stick it in 4 hearts. Oh. Maybe not. Interesting.
And his hand is not great for 4/3 fits, since he's the one with the shortness.
No, but I mean, he knows... Well, I was expecting South to find out about the stiff club.
Yeah, if South could find out North's exact cape, he might be interested in 4 of a major. If he just finds out, like he needs both the stiff club and the 3-card heart suit, and maybe he can't find out about both of them in the available space.
Yeah, maybe that's what happened. Either way, 2 clubs, 2 diamonds, 2 hearts. Some sort of artificiality going on. 3-0. Pass, question mark?
I do wonder what 1 diamond pass, 1 heart would have been.
They might just do this for all game forces, so 1 heart would be less than game forcing. All right, East passes.
Yeah, it just says natural and 2 clubs game forcing, but it doesn't say whether it's natural non-forcing or not.
Gotcha. All right, my food's here. I'll be back in just a minute.
Yeah. Supplemental note 7. Let's see what supplemental note 7 is. They filed a pretty extensive set of notes, which is great. Of course, I don't actually know where to find it here, but yeah, it does look like 1 diamond past 1 heart was forcing. Let's see. So how did this go? It went diamond, 2 clubs, 2 diamonds show at a minimum. without both minors. Two hearts asks. Three clubs showed. Six diamonds and a singleton in clubs or hearts. So I guess South could have asked at that point about whether it was a singleton club or singleton heart, but he didn't have enough room to find out, I guess, if it was going to be. Like, could North have been 4-2-6-1, maybe? It sounds like they had tools to unveil some, but not all of what they needed to know.
Oh, gotcha. Well, I mean, it's still practical once you find out about the long diamond suit to just trot out three no trump and hope that it has some play. It looks like this is
Yeah, I don't
going to
know.
work out fine with the favorable spade split.
Yeah, so I don't know if you caught this part of it, but not only does North South have a good convention card, they actually filed a fairly extensive supplemental note sheet that's basically their entire system notes.
Oh, wow.
Um, yeah, just someone else I think on the Bridge Winners thread said that the standard of disclosure in this tournament has been really excellent.
Hmm.
It's obviously
That's good to
very nice to
hear.
see.
I do find that a lot of the juniors, especially because they're not that familiar with playing in these major WBF events, um, can sometimes have a little bit of unfamiliarity with like disclosure etiquette. And so they'll just like bring whatever their required system summary is, but not have supplemental information. So that's good to hear.
Yeah, I mean that's also definitely credit to the captains and coaches who, they do know this stuff, and part of their responsibility is to make sure that their charges do as well.
Yeah, that's a good point. Imagine if West had king third of diamonds and popped up with the king there. You know, Declare's plan might have been to try and play for diamonds 3-3 to set up the diamond suit. Diamond to the queen, ace of diamonds, diamond. Because they can't be convinced that they can take a spade trick, um, given their lack of entries to the north hand. But
Eric, I don't know. Sorry.
no, I was just saying it would be very funny if that. I don't think I've ever seen anyone make that play. King of diamonds from king third when Declare leads towards like an ace queen and dummy.
You must. I mean, never seems unlikely, right? It's there's certainly times you would do it to um, either give Declare a problem or just there might be technical reasons to. Like you really don't want Declare to be able to put in a very small one and duck it to partner and take that finesse later.
Right, but Declare could just duck the king if that's what's going on.
I mean, sometimes, but not if it's a hand where he can't afford to let us in. So you might play the king technically for that reason.
Sure, I'm pretty convinced I've never seen this play though, but it's possible I have.
Yeah, Eric, I'm not sure. I mean, I like brown sticker methods. I think definitely you need to file um, supplemental disclosure. I don't know, and I would say look at the WBF website, but I bet that it's pretty bad for stuff like this. Meanwhile, after quite a lot of junior reaction in the other segments that we've seen, one big swing here, but two pushes, a win two, a win one. This is going to be probably another flattish board, right? Declare's making this, I think. But no, Declare's not making this. This is
Well,
going to be another swing.
no, I mean Declare's making it now.
One, two, three, four. What are his six tricks supposed to be?
Oh wait, is he actually not making it?
I mean, he needs six more tricks. You tell me which six you want him to take.
Let's see.
I see five, a club. If he can even, right? A club, two hearts, a spade, and a diamond.
I see. Oh wow. Wow. Yeah, so was Declare ever making this then? Hold on a second.
I don't know. I missed the early play while I was looking at the convention card.
Shift, I don't think I've ever said count your tricks. That's not true. I'm certain I've said that as like beginner advice. I So how'd they make it in the other room? I guess I had counted 9 tricks once you got a spade.
Well, let's see. So club lead went to the jack. Declare played a hard up and a spade to the king. West also exited with the king of diamonds. Declare led another spade, and that was it. He had 6 remaining tricks.
Hmm.
So I missed the early play here. So how did it go here then? So, oh, I think maybe that club into the 10 was the difference. So
Probably,
back to
yeah.
the
I mean, that would be
9,
an
diamond
extra
to the king.
trick.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. So here they just started clubs from east, and Declare didn't get that extra club trick.
Wow, so big swing board. This is gonna put Italy back on top then. With no. This is gonna put
No, other way around.
China ahead by a significant margin.
Yeah, 12 imp swing to put them in the lead by 13. And at least one exciting board to come. The next board, I suspect this will not be duplicated at every table. At least not in the auction. Yeah, the auction on the next board at the other table is kind of bonkers.
Oh, good. I'm excited to see that.
Oh, I mean, I don't think it should be bonkers. It just was.
That's kind of incredible. What were North South
Yeah,
gonna do? Were they gonna make 4 hearts?
I don't think so, right? They have 3
Nope.
spades and a diamond to lose off the top. I mean, I guess they could if the defense doesn't cash their winners. You know, you do have to make sure that each entry is put to good use. And Declare has 10 tricks as soon as he gets the lead.
Yeah, I mean the 2 diamond overcall kind of helped the defense because then East was going to be able to lead the diamond ace safely and then get the spade signal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, possibly even. I guess with the queen and dummy, the signal will be the king of diamonds, and he certainly can't mess that up.
So I guess it's possible that East would lead a trump in an uncontested auction. I don't think it's all that likely. I think East would just lead a spade naturally.
Yeah.
So this could be another swing going the way of China, and Italy is going to have a lot of picking up to do. No, I'm sure you're right, Chef. No, it's really important to count your tricks in no trump contracts. You're totally
Yeah.
right. I did not count my
Honestly, just like
tricks.
just play some cards, and at the end, see how many you took.
2 diamonds doubled made, it really did.
It turned out to be hard to beat.
All right, a heart past 2 clubs. Pass by West. I like the pass by West.
Yes. Yeah, it would not occur to me that there was an alternative.
You're
Yes,
looking
we'll
for some
see. I
junior
mean,
bridge? We've had a decent amount of that today so far.
we'll see though. I think, the two diamonds was probably just how they show a minimum catch-all rebid. A lot of imps riding on East lead here.
Yeah, it's hard to imagine leading anything other than a spade. Like I said, I mean,
Well,
I think a trump is okay.
I mean, you can't imagine leading anything else, but with two clubs artificial, some players might be tempted by the doubleton.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Duh! Well, this is really important for us spectators because it keeps the match closer.
Yes.
So Italy's going to be picking
And
up on this one. Four hearts making. In fact,
also, it's a fine advertisement for your channel.
what are they making? I guess it's only 10 tricks. They have to pull trumps and then they just run the club suit.
Right, ace of diamonds and a club shift. They could have taken 11.
Yes. I ace of diamonds in a club. I'm sorry. Dude, don't do that. My chest still hurts. You can't you can't be telling these jokes.
I don't hate the club lead as much as I knew that you would, but I'm not surprised that East at least considered it.
Okay, well, so 620 and
Yeah, it turns out the Italians took a good save.
they did 300. This is 320, which is 8, I
Feels like 8 to
believe.
me. Doesn't mean it is 8, but it feels like 8.
It and that's really all that matters. I mean, we just score these imp matches on vibes. All right, 8 imps to Italy. They're back by only 5. And what's going on in the other matches? USA 2 is down by only 14. I have no idea how many boards have been played. Against France. So France, the 1 seed coming out of the round robin, is struggling a bit against USA 2, but they're on top. Israel over USA 1 by 22. Once again, a little bit uncertain of how many boards are left. And Poland has retaken their big advantage over Sweden. They're up by 37.
Yeah, of course. I mean, in an event like this, the spread between the best qualifier and the worst qualifier is going to be a lot narrower than the spread between the best and worst qualifiers in, say, the Bermuda Bowl.
Yeah, for sure. A heart double, 4 hearts. Oh no, sorry. West has a good hand. My bad.
Two diamonds showing a sound raise seems fine. I mean, I'd probably make a mixed raise if it was available, but it just may not be.
Yeah, that seems reasonable. Someone asked if we doubled 4 hearts when it comes around. Are we trying to let as many doubled contracts make as possible? Is that our objective?
Yeah, I would not. Like, you mean a heart double, 4 hearts, pass back to south? I mean, our hand is a minimum. If we needed to be bidding, partner had a card showing double available, we're just done. Ace, king, ace, and hope partner has 1 to add to the cost.
Yeah, certainly. Like that's the thing at imps. You don't really double for down 1. So if you're like skirting the line between it making and it going down a trick, you just don't go after those contracts at teams.
Well, it's also not what double means, right? I mean, double would show like the same hand, only a 19 count, inviting partner to bid, and you might or might not do it, but that's just what it shows.
Wait. Okay, yeah, hold on. What actually happened here?
West showed his
West showed a limit raise, yeah.
invitation.
No, West showed a mixed raise.
Basically, yeah. I mean, he showed a sound raise to 2 and then showed extra trumps. So, yeah, effectively a mixed raise.
Yeah. I mean, looks pretty normal to me. So maybe this is the argument for just going a heart double, 4 hearts on the West hand.
And the king of spades is well placed, but it rates to be after the double. The king of diamonds possibly would have been well placed as well if Partner didn't have the ace. So, maybe West should have upgraded his hand to a proper limit raise based on that.
Yeah, you could have done that as well.
He still might not have accepted, right? The hand is still ace, king, ace, and nothing else.
Right. But yeah, I mean, doesn't it just feel terrible to miss a game that looks like this? I think it does.
Yes.
So
Yeah,
if
so
East
the other
isn't
room.
really ever accepting, then maybe it's on West to do more. I think
That's
I'm.
exactly what happened in the other room. A heart double, 2 no, limit raise, 3 hearts rejecting by East and West. Um, Carried on anyway.
Okay, 10 imps to Italy. They're back on top by 5 now. Match is coming down to the wire. China's going to feel very bad that they didn't discover my Twitch channel before leading that Doubleton Club if they end up losing this match.
Yeah, the more I look at this, the more I think it's a little bit unlucky, but also a decent amount on West to take the final push. He knows that his hand is unexpectedly good and unexpectedly well placed. So those are, 2 reasons to bid on, and I think either one might not be sufficient on its own, but combined it is. But also easy for us to say, looking at the fact the 4 hearts was a make. So pass. I think non-vulnerable West would open. Yeah, vulnerable. He also opens. Good boy.
I don't get it. It
You don't
feels
get
like
what?
East West are obsessed with the 11 high card point requirement for an opening bid.
I'm not sure what you mean.
Well, the previous 10 count that I had mentioned, the board 18 that East didn't open, like that to me is a better hand than this West hand.
Oh, I see. Well, maybe East and West just personally have different opinions on the subject.
Yeah. Well, but the thing was East opened the previous board, board 17. East opened the club.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, so I see with exactly 11. Yeah, I mean, that seems a little rigid to my taste too.
All right, a club, a heart, 2 hearts, all pass. South on lead. Here, I probably like the Doubleton spade lead. I mean, it's the unbid major.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this isn't going to take very many tricks, is it? I mean, I guess the ace king of diamonds are on side.
Yeah, but aren't we going to win this and play club toward the king?
Yeah. Why didn't North double 2 hearts? That's a good
Because
question.
dimps.
I mean, it's
I mean,
a
that
4
is a
by
very
1.
good question.
4 by 1,
Yeah, that's
13
actually a
count.
really good question.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think North should be. I think North should be making a takeout double here.
What happened in the other room? It went pass. West didn't open. So North-South just had an uncontested auction to a no trump that went down 1. But this is going to be a little bit better for them at this table. I mean, depending on how Declare plans to guess the Heart Queen. And so North should cash the Diamond King before playing a spade here to tell partner what's going on in the diamond suit. You don't want South to pitch a diamond from Queen third. So definitely do that first. When did we stop posting KNR of every hand? I don't know. We had the one chatter that was very upset about the KNR evaluations. They were launching a campaign against using KNR to evaluate hands.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Someone was really mad about it during the USBCs. I don't remember who it
Like,
was.
I mean, I don't use it much, but I think KNR is great.
I know that Kaplan came in and he wanted to distance himself from being associated with the Kaplan and Rubens scale for hand evaluation. But I don't think that Kaplan was the one who was so upset.
I feel like if someone confused me with Edgar Kaplan, I'd be pretty happy about it.
Um, Ehab Purdue asked, what is KNR? It's a method for counting up or for trying to like better evaluate the high card points of your hand, proposed by Edgar Kaplan and someone Rubens. I don't.
Yeah, so basically the story was so Edgar Kaplan, as some people may remember, was one of the really great U.S. bridge experts. He passed away. I think he was 72, maybe, like in 1997. So he's gone a long time. Um, passed away from a horrible cancer, unfortunately. But in his day, he was not just an expert, but like a well-respected expert. He was the publisher of the Bridge World with Jeff Rubens, kind of like an expert's expert. He did commentary on the View Graph and was, basically like the head of that panel. And at some point, basically, he and Rubens sat down and tried to scientifically make an algorithm for how, at the table, Edgar Kaplan would look at a hand and decide what it was worth. So KNR basically is like the output of a lot of conversations and brute force of Jeff Rubens, who was a computer programmer by trade, if I recall correctly, before he published The Bridge World. Basically figuring out how to turn Edgar's heuristics about bridge evaluation into a proper algorithm.
Hmm.
So they actually published it in the Bridge World, I believe, and now the calculator is on, I guess, the PaddleCheck site.
Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, there's probably multiple of them out there. Oh, Declare picks up the hearts. Well done. So Declare escapes for down 1, but it's still going to be another 5 imps.
Yeah, there's I think it's out of print, but there's still copies available at the booksellers table tournament. It's called Bridge Master, the best of Edgar Kaplan. That's a lot of his Bridge World articles over the years, and it's very much worth picking up. I've got a copy at home. He also basically was the one who kind of invented the modern concept of bridge ethics. He wrote a very influential article in the late 50s called That Old Black Magic, kind of, when Rothstone and scientific systems were coming along, contrasting the scientific Rothstone method and Kaplan Steinwold, that he was a developer of, with the old black magic of like, loudly doubling with X, or sitting up and saying one club when you had a good hand, or club when you had a balance minimum, that kind of thing. So he like called out those practices, and it really changed the way people thought about how to be an ethical bridge player.
Hmm. One no strong. I'll pass.
Seen a lot of singleton no trumps. Again, this is one I wouldn't do it because I like my alternative sequences, but I think here, like, we open a diamond, partner bids a major, great. He bids 2 clubs, great. He bids a no trump, we pass. It's fine. There's no sequence that we're not content with.
Well, the other table got to 3-0 and they made it, which, I mean, there are just so many unbelievable things about that result that I'm very curious.
Yeah, I mean, even if you pick up the diamonds for four tricks, you know, that's sort of eight, and on a club lead, the defense has five pretty quickly.
Right. And like on top of that, I'm also curious about how they got to 3-0 in the first place.
Um, yeah, I mean, that's actually, if you look at the auction, I think East probably misbid his hand, but it's a little bit understandable. When a diamond, um, East bid three diamonds, presumably mixed because that's what he has. South overcalled three hearts, which seems kind of crazy to me on Queen Jack 9 fifth, and West hit it with
Yep.
four tricks in his hand, and East couldn't stand it.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't mind a takeout double by South. I probably wouldn't do it with a stiff king of diamonds and no aces and 3-5 in the majors, but it's fine. Whatever you do it, like we've all done worse. Three hearts, I think, is horrible.
Agree. Well, maybe South got what they deserved because they pushed the opponents to 3-0, but how did 3-0 make? Okay, so we get the 10 of
Uh,
hearts lead.
I mean, good start in that it doesn't set up the opponent's four side suit winners. They'll run the nine of diamonds. That's automatic. Maybe South got end played. Like run some diamonds. They pitch the wrong thing. We exit a hard, and that's a win. Well, I guess we're in the wrong hand. I mean, is it possible that South just got strip squeezed and had to lead away from the spade at the end? That's the only possibility I can see.
Yep. I mean,
Exactly what happened.
is it possible that South got strip squeezed? Like, no, South could have defended better, but discarded
Yes.
better. But yes, that is exactly what happened. So well done by Declare to make 3-0 Trump in an otherwise what looked like a possibly hopeless contract.
Yeah, so that'll be a medium-sized swing to Italy since they're non-vulnerable. Assuming this makes 280 would be 7 M's. Let's say if they make an overtrick here in 1-0 Trump.
Right. So yeah, Italy's pulling away.
Well, that'll give them a 16 imp lead, which again is you know probably going to happen, or there will probably be at least one 16 imp swing between now. Oh, there's only 3 words left in the day. Never mind. I thought there was a whole nother quarter to go.
Nope, we are almost done. This is board 24 of 28.
That's 256 imps plus whatever comes in here after 52 boards, so about 5 imps a board. These guys got to pick up the pace tomorrow.
Yeah, I know. All right, Italy up by 17. Update in the other matches. USA 2 France remains close, but France is still ahead by 14. Israel, USA 1. Oh, can I click on the quarter to see? Oh, I can. Okay, so I can say exactly how many boards are left. There's 7 boards left in the USA 1 against, or USA 2 against France matchup. Israel is crushing USA 1, so looks like Israel is going to move on. And Poland is still well ahead of Sweden. They're up by 36. 6 spades incoming has been called. What? Oh, maybe. It's a pretty good spot. Yeah, I think China needs this. Are they going to get there? So club a spade.
How did they miss spades entirely at the other table?
That's a great question. 2 diamonds opener. 2 spades, 2 no, and West just decided to bid 3 no.
Yeah, so two diamonds, 18, 19 balance, two spades, transferred to no trump, and I guess West, looking at extra high cards, decided that he was more interested in three no than four of a major.
Yeah, with four triple three, I mean, it makes some sense. I would be a little bit nervous given that our values are so concentrated between the two suits.
Yeah,
Oh,
but remember, from his point of view, they topped out at 29 highs, so with the flat hands, it wasn't like they were likely to be in the slam zone.
yeah, and once again, it's starting to look like West is offering a choice of games here.
I mean, I think that's just normal, right? It's this absolute perfect fit, and you need good things to happen to make a slam.
Michael
So,
says Slam's only good because of the 10-9 of diamonds, but
yeah,
Michael, we've been talking about KNR evaluation all day.
right.
So,
I mean, that's part of it. Like, it is only good because of that, but West knows that he's looking at them when he's evaluating how to respond to his partners. Rebid, right? So, yeah.
yeah, I mean, it's just there's probably no way to get to the
Yeah.
slam. It's a great slam. Maybe it's
I
not
mean, the
great.
eight
It's
of
pretty
the
good.
eight of diamonds would make it a great slam.
Yeah,
Like, I think you do need diamonds 3-3 or the eight dropping because you really need that fourth round of diamonds.
that's true. For Hearts last
Yeah, it's just
train, I
hard,
mean, East has been offered a choice of games, right? Like East isn't now
Right.
trying to make slam tries opposite partner. You're 99% of the time just going to play in four spades or three no trump here. So why tell the opponents what to lead?
Right. I mean, the Doubleton Heart is a big part of the key to the whole thing, and we just can't find that out in anything resembling standard methods.
Yeah. Okay. Well, China's still back by 17. So are any of the US teams going to make it on? Oh, they were doing pretty well in one of the
Yeah, the under 16s were absolutely crushing.
okay.
We'll take a look at the other flights, but that one they basically had a claim against I believe China.
Mhm.
Actually, yeah, that match ended hours ago because it was only a three-segment match. Yeah, they beat over 36 boards. They beat China by 101 imps.
Hmm. All right, that's a claim.
So three boards to go
Yeah, 16 imps.
and
I mean,
16
we're
imps,
averaging
which
about 7 imps a board in general across all matches on the day. So this is doable.
yeah, one would expect that figure will go down as the event continues and the stronger teams are left, but I suspect not by that much.
Yeah, probably not. I mean, this is looking like day one of the USBCs, where it was just like every team was scoring double digit swings on every board. Oh, this is an exciting hand.
Yes, like this one, obviously, we expect East West to investigate Slam, and it would be very disappointing for them not to get there. Of course, same for the Italians. So even if they do, very good chance it will not win any imps for them.
Yeah, I mean, this is one of these hands that I think a lot of junior partnerships might reach seven hearts. And it's not that terrible of a contract. Like, I mean, there's lines of play that don't involve like horrible defensive errors and like needing a specific lie of the cards. Um, you would just need to collect three club tricks, which basically relies on guessing the club king. Here, the clubs are 5-2, so Seven hearts will go down.
Yeah, six, of course, is basically a trick one claim.
Well, the other table got to six hearts, so that's a great result for Italy over there. Let's see how they did it. A heart, two clubs, two diamonds. Looks like maybe some sort of relay. What's the alert on three hearts? Yeah, it's some relay system. They're playing precision. Four spades was key card. East showed all the key cards, and West signed off in six hearts.
So I do wonder, is West 100% sure what's going on with this four club bid? So four diamonds feels like last train. I'm not sure I like this four heart bid by East here. Yeah, I don't like this pass either by
Whoa!
West. So I think West hand is definitely good enough to make another try over four hearts, but I think East didn't appreciate how strong their hand is.
Yeah, that's true. Yikes. Well, Italy might have this match wrapped up. So I guess we better tune into a different table. Oh, wait, we can't. Oh, no. Oh my god,
I guess
France,
we
USA
can.
2. We need to watch this match. It's four imps now.
Well, there is one match on Love Bridge. We can see what that is.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, hold on. I can take a look. There's six boards left to play in the France USA 2 match, and USA 2 picked up 10 on board
No.
22.
Unfortunately, the Love Bridge match is under 26 Israel USA 1. How's that possible? I thought that USA 1 didn't qualify.
No, that's correct. Both of the USA teams qualified in the under 26.
Oh, it was the under 31 that USA 1 missed it.
Yeah,
Anyway, it's USA 1 against Israel, and
it's a
USA 1
blowout.
is stuck
Yep.
47 with four boards to go. So again, in junior land, it's not hopeless, but it's pretty hopeless.
Right. But yeah, the USA 2 France matchup is real close. All right, we get spade lead. Declares in four hearts. And this one's going to be over quickly.
Yeah, and again, I don't think they're any time trouble, and those four level bids by East and West. West heard the Splinter, bid four diamonds last train, presumably. East bid four hearts and West pass, and East four hearts was fairly quick, and West pass of four hearts was instantaneous.
Mm-hmm.
And in this position, those are both probably spots where you want to think a little bit before you commit yourself.
Yeah, for sure. Because I think the other table, of course, they had a relay auction, but it felt like it was taking them quite a while because they were well ahead of us in the score. And then they slowed down. Oh, yeah, and now they've already finished board 27. Yeah, the other table's quick, but that board 26 took them a long time to bid and maybe a little bit of time to play. They were very careful about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you're in a high stakes position. Don't like, oh, partner signed off, therefore I'm signing off too. Like, partner signed off, and we have three undisclosed aces.
I know, yeah. It's just like all of the key cards. All you need is a diamond control, and I think that's what West was a little bit worried about. They were bidding
Right.
four diamonds last train, like, because you're kind of taught, like, don't bid key card if you have an uncontrolled suit. Because then you
Right.
won't know how many losers you have in that suit, regardless of how many key cards partner shows. But yeah, I mean, West could at least cubid four spades or something, or cubid four no trump if they play four spades as kickback.
Yeah, I mean, I think though, so there's a couple of things about this hand. One is East knows he has his undisclosed extra trump as well as trump strength, but I think East is 100% sure, or should be 100% sure that West has the ace of spades, because otherwise his last train bid makes no sense.
Yep.
And opposite the ace of spades, we have the ace of diamonds, we have good trumps, so we have to like our hand, and I think he just wasn't thinking about given the partner quote unquote cubed with no diamond control. Okay, what does his hand look like? It probably actually does look something like it really is, and we can't afford to leave him hanging.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I agree. I would say that I dislike East four heart bid more than West pass of four hearts, but I think both East and West could have gotten this problem right. As
Yeah,
is often the
I think
case
I
when you're like close to making a grand and you stop in a
right.
game, you probably both players probably could have done a little bit better.
Yeah, I think I agree with that too. East is the one who knows that he has a key card bid over partners last train bid. So whether or not he did, like maybe he could just try four spades if that's not key card, or for no if it is a Q bid, whatever. But I think he owes his partner something on a hand of that playing strength.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that is true. Like, if four clubs was showing extras, yeah, but I don't think it is. My philosophy in these auctions is just like, show your hand type, and it's like one more useful piece of information for partner. So we've shown that we have hearts. We've done whatever we did over his response, I guess. Did we just rebid two hearts? We bid. Yeah, we rebid two diamonds, showing our diamonds. Like, okay, partner, next piece of information. I have a stiff club. Like you can't play it as guaranteeing extras because otherwise you can never show the stiff club. And when a partner has extras, he needs to know about it. So, it's not really, I don't think it's really playable to say our requirements go beyond just having the splinter to make that splinter. Not making the splinter should deny having it, therefore making it can't possibly show extras.
Yeah, Michael's bringing up kind of good bidding principles or bidding theory that the more space your bid takes up, the more narrow a range your hand needs to
Yeah, that's
show.
true.
Um, so
That is true.
it is hard to know exactly what East West's agreements are about four clubs. I don't think they have one, would be my suspicion.
Right.
But yes, it is true that if you want to have a strong partnership and you're familiar with a lot of these auctions, then you should define four clubs as a very narrow range of bids or a very narrow range of hands. So if four clubs showed a sixth heart, singleton or void in clubs, probably exactly a singleton would be my guess, and a slam positive hand, then yes, East has already showed his hand and therefore doesn't need to do more over four diamonds. But if East was just bidding four clubs as like some sort of generic splinter, then would East do the same thing if the ace of diamonds was the king? Would East do the same thing if the queen of hearts was the queen of diamonds? Like these are all questions.
Yeah,
Would
I
East
think
do the same thing if East was 3-5-4-1 shape instead of this shape? I don't know.
my personal answer is yes to the first two questions and no to the last one.
Okay. I mean, fair enough, but like then the problem is that those other hands that I've suggested, like with the ace of diamonds just being the king, now you're like on a finesse for making six, which isn't great. If the queen of hearts was the queen of diamonds, now you're like on guessing the trump suit or picking up the diamond suit, and so six hearts is pretty good in that situation.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I think it's on both players. I think each of them owed the other one more try.
Yep. Yep,
Anyway,
yep.
China getting a little bit back here, but
They're
down
behind by
25
25.
with one board to go. It is now officially hopeless.
Yeah, it's just not enough. I'm going to refresh the page. USA 2 is down by 2 against France.
What?
It's 2 imps now.
Sure would be nice if we could watch it.
Yeah. They have 4 boards to go.
Yeah, I mean, Muppet, we see this time and again in a lot of these events. The problem with relays is usually you have to choose one thing. Like, we just see this over and over again where the relayers generally choose to show shape, and they know a lot about the shape, but very little about honor location. So they're making an informed decision, a really well informed decision in one aspect of the hand, but very often guessing in another aspect. And, relay pairs, you know, miss good contracts or get to bad contracts all the time because of that. And, as your standard bidders, because their methods have their own problems. If one thing solved every problem, everyone would play it.
Yeah, I'll add something, and don't take this the wrong way because it might come across like that. But I think relays provide a crutch for players to lean on when they don't have good bidding judgment. I find that
Mhm.
people who have excellent bidding judgment find standard to be, like natural bidding or whatever, like some sort of systems where you get to show your suits, show your shape, but like not go through this like heavily structured relay to be a little bit more flexible because then you get to make you get to use your own bridge intellect to solve the problems as opposed to like relying on the system to do all of the heavy lifting for you and not being able to use your own judgment. I think that when people try and get too clever and they play relay systems and try and use their own judgment, then you just end up hurting yourself because the relay system is designed fairly well. Like, that's the whole point of it, is to be able to take the bidding judgment out of you and put it into the system itself. But I mean, my personal belief is that standard is better than relays for this reason, because people who have excellent bidding judgment are going to make better decisions on average. And as Craig has pointed out, like, there's always trade-offs between any sort of system that you use. But for, I think, a large amount of players, especially players who are not like competing in world championship events and who are not as experienced and don't have as good bidding judgment as some of the top world-class players, then relay systems are a fairly effective method to get decent results. So I'm not saying this to like knock on anyone who enjoys playing relay systems, but I do think that in terms of the ceiling cap for relays is not quite as high as the ceiling cap for playing standard methods and just having better judgment.
Yeah, and of course, we see this with precision too, right? Precision became quite popular in the U.S. for a while, and one reason was the system, takes away a lot of your judgment because the requirements for bids are pretty rigid in a lot of areas. And just generally, the worse your judgment, the better it'll be for you and for your bridge results. As the box that your hand is in gets narrower, your results are going to get better because a wider box for your bids potential meanings gives you more scope to misjudge. And a relay system of precision that puts your hand in a smaller box will make it easier for you to judge because you're judging across a narrower range of possibilities.
Yeah, exactly. Well, Italy picks up on this last board. Four Hearts is going to make it this table. West needed to cross to their partner's club jack to cash that diamond queen, but they didn't, so Four Hearts is going to come home. Italy wins this match.
Yeah. No, Van Buiten is absolutely true, right? And we're seeing pairs playing these methods in a Bermuda Bowl. Like, of course, those people are strong experts, right? They're world-class players. But just but again, but one thing that we see is that their methods give them, a lot of certain types of information, but often very little of other types of information. And if your judgment is excellent, maybe that's okay because you can, get away with it. But it's one fact of the system that they don't reveal all the information that players, using the other style would have, and vice versa.